students, welcome to Earth Educational Channel. So we have learnt about three things. Okay, in polynomials, that is introduction, polynomial in one variable, and how to find the zero of a polynomial and what is the zero of a polynomial actually. Okay, so today we are going to learn about remainder theorem. Okay, so today will be remainder theorem. These three things we have learned. So before learning remainder theorem, we want to know what is remainder. Okay, what is remainder? Because we are interested in remainders of polynomials, not numbers. In numbers, remainder you know. So we will go to the basics behind the system of system of remainders in numbers. Then we will go for polynomials, and then we will see what is remainder theorem. Okay, so today we will be focusing on remainder theorem completely. So first let us see division. Okay, remainder is a term that only occurs when we do the operation of what? Division. There are four main division operations, main basic operations of mathematics, that are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and there is division. Remainder occurs when there is division. Okay, when we do the operation of division, then only we get a remainder. And division can only be done when you have learned how to do addition, multiplication, and subtraction. These three are required in division. Okay, so in class 2 or 3 you have learned how to divide two numbers. Okay, so let us take these two numbers as 15 and 6. We have to divide 15 by 6. Okay, so how you used to do it in the primary classes? First you used to write 15. Okay, you wrote 15. You used to find the nearest number less than the dividend. Okay, what is dividend? I will tell you. Nearest number less than the dividend, that is a multiple of the divisor. Understood? Nearest number less than the dividend, that is a multiple of the divisor. See, we have written here 4 terms. Actually, the operation of division, the operation of division involves 4 numbers. Okay, what those 4 numbers are there in operations of division? First one is dividend. Okay, first one is what? First one is dividend. What is dividend first? Okay, let me define the numbers, then we'll go for this example. What is dividend? Dividend is the number that is getting divided. Okay, that is dividend. Okay, second one is divisor. The number that is used to divide the dividend. Okay, dividend. In the question itself, they have given you the dividend and divisor. Okay, in the question itself, they have given you the dividend and the divisor. What is dividend? The number that is getting divided. Here, which number is getting divided? 15 is getting divided. Getting it? We say that 15 divided by 6. That means 15 is getting divided by which number? 15 is getting divided by 6. So 15 is the dividend. And which number divides the dividend? Divisor. So here 6 is dividing the 15, so 6 is the divisor. Okay, in the question itself we get those two parts of division, that is dividend and divisor. Okay, after the operation of division is done, we get the other two things. What are those other two things? One is the quotient. Okay, one is the quotient. What is quotient? We will look into it after we complete the division part. Okay, So dividend and divisor, these two are provided in the question itself. These are numbers given you before the operation of division is done. Okay, so here 15 is the dividend, 6 is the divisor. You want to find the nearest number less than the dividend. That is a multiple of the divisor. 6 divisor is 6. We know 6 into 1 is 6. 6 into 2 is 12. Okay, 6 into 3 is 18. So we are seeing that either we are getting 12 or we are getting 18. Since 18 is greater than 15, we cannot take that. We have to take the number that is less than, nearest but it is less than. Either it should be equal or it should be nearest but less than. Okay, so 6 into 2, so we are taking 2, 12. Okay, we are writing 2 here. In the childhood we used to do no. 6 into 2 is 12, so we are writing 12 here. Then we are subtracting these 2, that is 15 minus 12. We are subtracting, we are getting 3. You are seeing that after this number you cannot further divide it. After this number you cannot further divide it, so you stop here. What do? You further cannot divide it, so you stop the division process here itself. And you say that this 3 is the remainder. The number that is left, the number that you got that is less than the divisor, okay, that is called as the remainder. And the number at the top that you used to multiply with the divisor, that is called the what? That is called the quotient. 15 is the dividend, 6 is the divisor. 6 is the divisor, 15 is the dividend. You multiplied 2, means you multiplied 6 2 times, that is the quotient. Okay, and you got in the process, you got 3 as the remainder. So what is quotient then? Okay, what is quotient? Quotient is the number multiplied with the divider, the number multiplied with the divisor to get a number equals to or less than the dividend. Understood? The number you multiplied with the divisor to get a number equals to or less than the dividend. See here 15 is the dividend. You multiplied the quotient with the divisor to get a number that is either equals to, if you see 6 from the table of 6 you cannot get 15, but you have to get a number that is closest to 15 and it is less than 15 also. It is closest but it is less than 15. So the number that you multiplied with the divisor to get a number equals to or less than the dividend. Understood? Then the fourth term, what is the fourth thing you are getting is remainder. You are getting is what you are getting? Remainder. Okay, what is remainder? Remainder is the number which in addition to the product of quotient and divisor gives the what? Dividend. This number, see how you are going to write. See 15 is what? I am telling you, see the number multiplied with the divisor to get a number equals to or less than the dividend. Okay, so you multiply quotient and divisor. Okay, what is the quotient here? Quotient is 6, sorry, divisor is 6 and quotient is 2 here. 6 into 2. You know that this is 12 and you add 12 plus 3 is what? 12 plus 3 is 15. So you are writing 15 as what? 6 into 2 plus 3. 6 is the divisor, 2 is the quotient, okay, 3 is the what? Remainder. So what I am writing here, what does remainder mean? The number which in addition to the product of the quotient and divisor, see this is quotient and divider, you are adding that number to the product of quotient and divider to what? To get the dividend. Okay, so what we are doing is we are getting a formula here, that is dividend equals to what? Divisor into quotient, okay, plus what? Plus remainder. This formula is very important. I will tell you again in the when you go for division of polynomials. Okay, this formula I will tell you again when you go for division of polynomials. This formula will come again. Okay, so instead of writing 15, what you are writing when you divide 15 by 6, you are writing 6 into 2 plus 3. In that way, you are getting the number 15. Division is means with division you want to know how many times. See how many times you are going to multiply that number to get. See, if I write 4 by 2, we are getting 2. We means that if I multiply 2 times 2, I am going to get that result. With division operation, we want to find how many times you are going to multiply that number with that quotient to get that number, go get the dividend. Okay, so it is division into quotient plus remainder. Okay, dividend is what? Dividend is equals to division into quotient plus remainder. Okay, you got these points. So in division operation we have 4 terms. Those are dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. And see, this process of dividing the numbers, that is very important because you will be doing the same thing in division of polynomials. Here what? Here in every step, here only one step it is over, but in division that takes many steps. Yeah, the steps remains the same. What is the first step? That you find a number that is a multiple of the divisor and that is either equals to or less than the dividend. Okay, highest number that is either equals to or less than the dividend and is a multiple of the divisor. Okay, you find that 12 is a multiple and it is nearest to the dividend. So what you do? You write that number and you write the number of times as the quotient and you subtract it. Then you got the 3 as the remainder. Okay, so you stop here. When do you stop? When the remainder becomes less than the number. When the remainder becomes less than the number, you stop that. Stop there. You understood? And there is no carryover. See here there is no carryover. If there has been another digit here, there would have been a carryover. But since there is no carryover, you stop there. Either the remainder becomes 0 or there is no carryover, you stop when you divide two numbers. Okay. Now the second question is 12 by 6. Okay. How we are going to write 12? How we are going to write 12? Same thing, no, that is 12 into, sorry, when you divide 12 by 6, you can write 12 as what? 6 into 2 and there is no remainder. From the operation like in class 2 we used to do 2. You are writing the 6 here. So you know 6 into 2 is 12. 6 into 2 you are writing at the top, that is the quotient. 12 you are writing, you are subtracting. You are getting the remainder as what? You are getting the remainder as 0. Okay. So here what you are getting? Here we are getting that 6 equals to 6 can be written as what? 12 can be written as 6 into 2 plus 0. Okay. So here what? Here we are getting that remainder equals to 0. Dividend. Dividend is what? Dividend is 12. Dividend is 12. Divisor is what? Divisor is 6. Okay. And quotient is what? Quotient is 2. Okay. So this property when the remainder comes 0. Okay. When does the remainder comes 0? We are seeing that 12 lies in the table of 2, 6. 12 lies in the table of this 6. That is why here the remainder is coming as 0. Since the last time it was 15 and 15 does not lie in the table of 6, the remainder came as 3. Since 12 lies in the table of 6, okay, table of 6 means 6 into 1, 6 into 2, that table I am talking about. Okay. So the remainder is coming as 0. And so there comes two terms. Okay. When the remainder is 0, we can say two things. Okay. What is that? When the remainder of a division operation, see here we are writing 12 equals to 6 into 2 plus 0. Okay. When the remainder becomes 0, we can say two things about the dividend and the divisor. What we can say? We can say two things about there is a relation. Okay, there is a relation between dividend and the divisor. What is that relation? See, since the remainder is 0, we can say that factor. Okay, the first thing is factor. We have to say that 6 is a factor of 12. Okay, let me write it first. One is factor. Factor is 6. 6 is a factor of 12 I am writing. Second is multiple. I am writing that 12 is a multiple of 6. 12 is a multiple of 6. Writing it. Factor means, see, factor means which all numbers can divide those, see, from 1 to that number, which all numbers can divide that number is called as factor. What is factor? From 1 till that number, which all numbers can divide that number, okay, which all number can divide that number is called as factor. Like for 12 the factor is 1, 2 can divide 12, 3 can divide 12, 4 can divide 12, 5 cannot do, so 5 is not a factor. 6 can divide 12, then no other number, because 6 into 2 is 12, then no other number can divide 12, directly 12 can divide itself. So these are the factors of 12. Okay, these are the factors of 12. See, when the remainder becomes 0, that means the dividend is a what? Dividend is a the dividend is a multiple of the divisor. What does this multiple mean? See, that means the same thing. See, multiple means I am writing 6 into 1 is equals to 6, 6 into 2 is equals to 12, 6 into 3 is 18. So I am saying that see, if I multiply 6 2 times, I am getting 12. If I multiply 6 3 times, I am getting 18. So yes, 6 is means I can get 12 or I can get 18 by multiplying 6 some number of times. Okay, that is the term of multiple. That is the meaning of multiple. Okay, what does multiple means? If any number can be reached after multiplying that number some number of times. If I can get a number by multiplying the base number some number of times, I can say that that number is a multiple of the base number. Like if I want to see that if 216, okay, 216 is a multiple of 6 or not, what I do? I divide that. If the remainder comes 0, I can say, if it divides completely, if the remainder is 0, I can say that yes, 216 is a multiple of what? 6. Because why? Because after multiplying 6 some number of times, I am able to get 216. Okay, this might, see, I am doing it. 6 is what? 6 is 33, okay, 18, 36. If I multiply 6 36 number of times, 6 into 6 into 6 into 6, I will get 216. Are you getting it? Getting it? Not 6 into 6 into 6 36 number of times. I am telling that 6 into 36 if I do, I am going to get 216. Are you getting it? So I am able to get that number using a means this is related. Okay, factor and multiple is related. What? How it is related? See, divisor is a factor of dividend. We will say if it is a factor of number, we say that divisor is a factor of dividend, or dividend is a multiple of divisor. See, if the dividend is less than the divisor, like suppose 6 by 12, then this operation will give a real number. Okay, that is less than 1. But here we are dealing with only what? We are dealing that dividend is above and dividend is greater than the divisor. That is 12 by 6 I am doing. Okay, dividend is greater than the divisor. Okay, so here only two things can happen. That is divisor is a factor of the dividend. That means the dividend can be found via the, means if you multiply a divisor, it is some multiple of the divisor. Okay, dividend is some multiple of the divisor. Okay, means we can multiply the divisor some number of times to get the dividend. Okay, so that is factor and multiple, and it happens only when what? This is remainder is what? Remainder is 0. Getting it? Only when remainder is 0, we can tell that whether the dividend is the multiple of divisor or divisor is a factor of dividend. In other cases, we cannot. Are you getting it? Now you see, now what we have learnt about the division of numbers. Okay, that was all about class. I have told 30 minutes something about the division of numbers. I have talked about 30 minutes. Why? Because it is related to the division of polynomials. Okay, Why? You see, I have taken two polynomials. This is 2x cube. Okay, this is 2x cube. So I have taken one polynomial px. Let us say it is px. Px equals to what? 2x cube plus x square plus x. Okay, and I have taken another polynomial. Let me say it as gx equals to, I have taken it as x. Okay, I have taken px and gx. I have been told I have to divide this px and gx, but that is px by gx. I have to divide. So what I am going to write? I am going to write this px is 2x cube plus x square plus x. Understood? Divided by x. I am writing. You are getting it? Now what I can do? In fractional form I can write. Fractional form is, that is 2x cube plus x square plus x divided by x. This is the fractional form. And in fractions, if the denominator is same, what we can do? We can separate it. You know that. So I can write it as 2x cube by x plus x square by x. Okay, and this is plus x by x. You are getting it? We have divided means separated the numerator terms. Now what you do? You cancel these x. This is x cancelled. One power will be gone. At the denominator x is gone. At the numerator one power is gone. At the denominator it is gone. At the numerator also it is gone here. Understood? So from the cancellation, what we are getting? We are getting 2x square plus x plus 1. Okay. So this is what? After division we are getting this as quotient. We are getting it as quotient, because here the remainder is 0. Why the remainder is 0? See, 2x cube plus x square plus x can also be written as what? See, x is present in every term. X is present in every term. At least x is present in every term. Here x square means x is present twice. X cube means x is present thrice. So minimum one time x is there. I can take x common. So what we am left here with? I am left here with 2x square. With x square I am left here with, I take one x out. So I am left with x only. With only x, I have taken that x out. So I have left only with 1. So from here you can see, I can write this whole expression 2x cube plus x square plus x as x into 2x square plus x plus 1. That means what? That means what? That means I can see x is one of the factors or multiples, because here the remainder is 0. Okay, here the remainder is 0. Okay, so x and 2x plus 1, 2x square plus x plus 1, x and 2x square plus x plus 1 are what? Are factors. Okay, are factors of, I have told you, if divisor is a factor of the dividend and dividend is what? Is a multiple of divisor. Are factors of the dividend. Where what is the dividend? 2x cube plus x square plus x, or we can say, okay, this whole dividend, that is 2x cube plus x square plus x, is what? Is a multiple of what? X and 2x square plus x plus 1. Okay, it is a multiple of both these polynomials. You are getting it? This thing can be written as like this. Either, see, by taking x common I am going to get this number, that is here the quotient, and this thing is the quotient. This thing is the quotient, because you know x is the what? X is the divisor. Okay, this thing is the remainder, and here is the dividend. You are getting it? Either you can get it by taking x common, or you can get it by dividing it. Getting it? But here you can divide, because every term of the dividend has the term x. Okay, has minimum 1x. But in this question it is told me, it has asked to divide these two numbers. Here I am taking px as 3x square plus x plus 1, and gx as I am taking it as only x. Okay, now it has told me to divide these two numbers, that is p of x is divided by g of x. Okay, so I am going to write 3x square plus x plus 1 divided by 1x. Okay, 3x square plus x plus 1 divided by x. Divided like previously, 3x square plus x plus 1 divided by x in fractional form. Okay, you separate the numerator. This is 3x square plus x. Okay, plus x by x plus 1 by x. Getting it? Now you cancel the terms. At the numerator, the x will get cancelled. At the power, one power will be gone. At the numerator, one power will be gone. At the denominator, at the numerator, one x will be gone. But here, this number, this thing 1 by x cannot give me a polynomial. Why it is not a polynomial? See, in the first lecture itself I have told what is a polynomial in one variable. Okay, in polynomial in one variable I have told you, if the power is anything but a whole number, if the power is anything but a whole number, that is not a polynomial in one variable. That is not a polynomial in one variable. Okay, since here the power 1 by x means x to the power minus 1, power is negative, that is not a whole number. So this thing will never give me a polynomial in one variable. Okay, so I can write it as 3x square by x is 3x we are getting, x by x is we are getting 1. Okay, but 1 by x will remain as 1 by x only. So this division will not work. Okay, so what we are going to write? We are going to write 3x square plus x plus 1 as what? I want to write it as x into 3x plus 1 plus 1. I will keep this 1 as it is because this is the remainder. This one acts as the remainder, that is not getting divided by x, that is the remainder. And this 3x plus 1 that got divided by x, that gives us the quotient. Okay, this is the divisor. Getting it? This is the dividend. Getting it? You are getting it? This is the dividend. I have told you. I am dividing it by x. So I am getting what? I am getting these two polynomials upon dividend, that is 3x plus 1 I am getting one polynomial. Okay, but plus 1 is not getting divided. So that plus 1 acts as the remainder. This 3x plus 1 that I got, that acts as the quotient. Okay, and this x is the divisor. You are getting it? So here the quotient we are getting it as 3x plus 1. Remainder we are getting it as 1. You get? Okay. Now what? This is one example. Here you got the remainder as 1 and the quotient as this 3x plus 1. Now we are going to solve this two, means how you are going to divide. Here only x was there at the denominator, so you are dividing it easily. But when x plus 1, now you cannot divide, you cannot separate the terms in the numerator. This thing cannot happen when the denominator is x plus 1 or x something. If only x is there, you can separate it, but if x plus 1 is there, it is very difficult to do. So what are the steps to divide this? Okay, what are the steps to divide this thing? Understood? So see, p first is given that divide px by gx, it has been said. Divide px by gx, it has said. Divide px by gx, where px is this equation they have given and gx is this equation they have already given. Okay, px they have given as x plus 3x square minus 1 and gx they have given as 1 plus x they have given. Okay, so to divide this px by gx, the first step is write the equation in standard form, that is terms in decreasing form of the degrees. So the divisor and dividend becomes. Okay, so the term this is terms. Okay, about terms and degrees I have talked about in the first class itself. What are term, what is degree, what is coefficient and everything. If you don't know and if you are directly jumping into this video, okay, you can go and watch that video. I will keep it in the description, the link of the first video of polynomials. From there you can learn about terms and degrees. You're getting it? So what it is, each individual term of a polynomial. See, this is given as px, this is x plus 3x square minus 1. So this x is one term, 3x square is referred to as one another term, 1 is another term. Each individual algebraic expression is one term in a polynomial. That you got? Now degree is what? Degree is meant by the power. Degree is meant by the power related power in the variable. Okay, power that is the power in the variable, or exponent you can say in the variable. So it has a descending form, means at the first the highest number will be there, at the last the lowest power will be there. Getting it? At the top, at the first the highest power variable will be there, at the lowest power number, means the term will be there. So standard form will be px equals to highest power term is what? X square. So this is 3x square. Okay, then second is x1, x to the power 1. So that is only x here, and then the constant, that is 1. So this is the standard. See, first x square, if x cube had been there, I will write x cube first, then x square, then x, then 1. You getting it? So higher powers will be at the front, lower powers one will be at the right side. Then gx I am taking it as same thing, 1 plus x it is written, but I have to write what? X first, because 1 is x to the power 0. So this is x to the power 1, this is x to the power 0. So x plus 1 I will write. These are the standard forms of px and gx. This is the very first step. Okay, this is the very first step that you have to do, and this step will not be repeated. Step 2 and step 3 will be repeating. Like in division that you do it with numbers, every time you have to find a number that is either equal or less than the dividend. This step 2 and step 3 is same. You have to repeat it until some condition arises. What is that condition? I will tell you. What is the second condition? Okay, second step, divide the first term of the dividend. Okay, see, dividend is what? This is the dividend. I have already talked about it. This is the divisor, because we are dividing what? Px by gx. We are dividing px by gx we are doing. So the first term is the dividend, and the second term is the divisor. Getting it? So it is telling me divide the first term of the dividend. What is the first term of the dividend? First term of the dividend is 3x square. Are you getting it? This is the first term of the dividend. With the first term of the divisor. First term of the divisor is what? First term of the divisor is the x. So it is telling me to divide the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor. That is, we have to do this 3x square divided by x. That is 3x square divided by x. I am getting it what? The result is 3x. We are saying that this gives us the first term of the quotient. So 3x is what? This gives us the first term of the, this is first term of the what? It is first term of the quotient. You are getting it? So in the quotient, 3x square is the first term, and we got it by what? We got it by dividing the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. Every step, means every alternate step will be this thing only. You have to divide the first term of the dividend. Dividend will always change based on the remainder. Okay, you will see to it. Dividend will always change, but the divisor will always remain the same. That is, whatever it is given, the divisor will always remain the same. Dividend in every step it will change. In every alternate step, dividend will change. Dividend will change because of step 3. You are getting it? This dividend will change because of step 3. Okay, so every alternate step you are going to get a new quotient. Okay, so this is 3x square plus divided by x, that is 3x. So 3x becomes the result of this division gives us what? Gives us the first term, gives us the term of the coefficient. Since this is the first division that I have done, so this is the first term of the coefficient. You got it? Then step 3. What is step 3? Step 3 says that multiply the divisor with the first term of the quotient. Okay, first term multiply the divisor. What is the divisor? Divisor is x plus 1. This whole divisor. Multiply the divisor with the first term of the quotient. We got 3x as the first term of the quotient. So I multiplied this. This is x plus 1 into 3x. That is what? This is 3x square plus 3x. Writing this thing, this term, this polynomial you are getting. So multiply the divisor with the first term of the quotient and subtract this product with the dividend. See, dividend is what? Dividend is 3x square plus x minus 1 is the dividend. It is saying that you subtract this quotient from the, subtract this product that I have got by multiplying the divisor with the first term of the quotient with the what? With the dividend. Okay, so this becomes what? This becomes, I am subtracting 3x square plus 3x. I have to subtract. This is minus, this is minus. You leave this term out. You leave this term out. This will become as a carryover. You subtract the first two terms only. Okay. Because there are only two terms in this product, so you must first subtract the first two terms only. So what you are getting? 3x square minus x square. Okay, see, I write the whole polynomial as it is, and because of subtraction I change the symbol. I change the symbol at the bottom. You are getting it? Why I write this is minus? Because see, the equation, that is, I am subtracting 3x square plus x minus I am doing 3x square plus 3x. So at the bottom I change the symbol. You are getting it? So 3x square minus 3x square is 0. This is x minus 3x. This is minus 2x. Okay. So what you are getting? We are getting minus 2x as the remainder. We are getting minus 2x because 2x is remaining. So 2x is the remainder. Okay. And minus 1 is here. Minus 1 you are not doing anything. So that minus 1 will be what? Minus 1 will be carryover. Minus 1 will be what? Minus 1 will be carryover. So this 2x minus 1 will be what? Dividend for the next step. Dividend for the next step. See, these two steps are similar with the division of numbers. In the division, see here what we are doing. Here our priority is to eliminate each digit, means each term. You have to eliminate the first term. Our priority is in each step I have to eliminate the first term. That is my priority. See, this is the first term 3x square. I have to somehow eliminate 3x square. That is why I find it by dividing the first term with the divisor, so that I can get that quotient, and I can multiply divisor and quotient to get that same first term. You understanding? My target is to remove, means cancel out the first term in every step of the division. Okay, here 3x square is cancelled. I got here minus 2x. So my plan of attack for the next phase is to remove this 2x, this minus 2x from the calculation. Okay, so my next phase of attack, in the next steps I will remove this minus 2x. You're getting it? Same thing we are doing it here also, no? In the division of numbers, what, instead of getting that same number, okay, what we are doing? We were going it a number closest to that digit. Okay, instead of 15 we are going 12, because 15 was we were not able to get 15 via the table of 6. Okay, so we are getting 12. So we are getting 3. Now 3 is the remainder. If there had been another digit, if there had been 151, so this 1 had been a carryover. This one would have been a carryover. You are getting it? So the same division process is applied here also. Okay, and now these two steps are repeated. See, here I have written, see, you got minus 2x. So this minus 2x is the what? Minus 2x is the, you can say, remainder. Remainder is the incorrect term, because see, remainders degree should be less than the degree of the divisor. Okay, so remainder also it is not correct. You think it of as the first remainder. Okay, it is not the last remainder. Okay, and with the carryover, remainder plus the carryover will give you the what? Dividend for the next step. So now in this step, see, dividend becomes minus 2x. Okay, minus 2x and minus 1. Minus 2x minus 1 is the dividend. Divisor remains same. Divisor is, that is x plus 1 remains the same. Divisor is always the same. See, treat the first remainder with the carryover as the new dividend. Treat the first remainder with the carryover as the new dividend. You getting it? The divisor is still the same. Divisor is still the same. We follow step 2 again of dividing the first term. What is the first term of the new dividend? First term of the new dividend minus 2x. Okay, with the first term of the divisor. Okay, this is the first term. It should be divisor of the first term. Okay, first term with the divisor. What is the first term of the divisor? As it is x. To obtain the second term of the coefficient, the result of this division, that is first term of the dividend and first term of the divisor, the result of this will give you what? The second term of the coefficient, that is minus 2. This is what? This is second term of quotient. Okay, the number of times you do this division part of the first term of the divisor, dividend, and the first term of the divisor, number of times, the number of terms you will be getting in the quotient part. Okay, since this is the second time you are doing it, this is the second term of the quotient. Getting it? So minus 2 is the second term of the quotient. Same thing that you did, you multiply what? You multiply the second term of the quotient with the divisor, that is x plus 1. What you are getting? You are getting minus 2x minus 2 you are getting. this is minus. When you multiply, this is the second term of the coefficient, this is the divisor. You are getting this minus 2x minus 2. Now you divide this, you subtract this product with what? You subtract this product from the dividend. Dividend is minus 2x minus 1. Getting it? You subtract this product, minus 2x minus 2. You subtract, what you will get? This minus will become what? Plus in subtraction. This minus will become plus in subtraction. So minus 2x plus 2x is 0. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. Okay. So getting here what? Getting here 1 as the remainder. Getting 1 as the remainder. Why here we are telling 1 as the remainder? I was telling that this is not a remainder. Okay. Because see, remainder can be 0 or number or polynomial. This is polynomial. Since it is a polynomial of degree less than the degree of divisor. You are getting it? See, minus 2 into x plus 1 is there. You got this product, you did this. This is the third step. Repeat step 3 as in multiply the divisor by the second term of the quotient and subtract the product from the dividend. The same second and third step will get repeated every time because the dividend is changing, the numbers will get changed ultimately. Okay, but when you have to stop the division process, see this remainder part or the new dividend part, when you are getting a 0, or a polynomial of degree less than the degree of the divisor. See, here the degree of the divisor is 1. Degree of divisor is what? Degree of divisor is 1. You are getting it? So when you are getting the degree of the remainder or the new dividend, you can say degree you are getting 0. Here degree is 0. Here degree is 0. Degree is 0. Okay. So you have to stop the division. Whenever you are getting the remainder part, or you can say the new remainder part, the degree of that is less than the degree of the divisor, you have to stop. Or when you are getting a 0, you have to stop. See, it is a continue step 2 and step 3 successively till the remainder becomes 0 or the degree of the new dividend is less than the degree. Remainder becomes 0 or the degree of the new dividend is less than the degree of the divisor. Okay. So what we say, at this point the new dividend becomes the remainder. Okay. So remainder here in this quotient is what? Remainder is 1. And the sum of all the quotients. You have got the first term, the second term. You add those all the quotient. You add all those terms. You will get what? The first term was 3x. Second term was what? Minus 2. So add 3x minus 2 will give you the quotient of the whole division of the polynomials. You are getting it? This is the remainder you are getting. This is the quotient. See, every time you are doing the same step again and again. So what? Will you write? You will do this division and you will write. You will not write. Okay, this will take a lot of time. So what is the process to do it? You will do the same thing. These steps you will do it, but you will do it in a shorter time. How you are going to do it? Like you do it in division. See, the question was divide. What was the dividend first? Dividend was 3x square plus x minus 1. 3x square plus x minus 1 was the dividend and the divisor was x plus 1. Okay. So for making you understand only I will write. Okay. Otherwise you will get this idea if you do 5-10 problems, you will get this idea. See, you have to eliminate this first term. I have to eliminate 3x square with x because I have x. So with x I have to multiply which number to get 3x square. If I have to eliminate 3x square, so I have to subtract something here. So I have to subtract 3x square here. 3x square minus 3x square is 0, no? From there only I will get eliminated. 3x square will get eliminated. Okay. So 3x square by x. Okay. So this x is getting cancelled. From here 1 power of x is gone. This becomes what? This becomes 3x square by x is 3x. So we know if I multiply 3x with x, I am getting 3x square. And then if I subtract it, I am getting what? I am getting the 3x square term is getting eliminated. Okay. So directly I will do this thing. Every time I will not divide. It should be in my brain that I have to multiply what? I have to multiply 3x because 3x into x is 3x square. And this way this first term will get eliminated. Are you getting it? So 3x square, 3x square. Now 3x plus 1 is what? Plus 3x. You subtract these two. This is minus, this is minus. 3x square minus 3x square is 0. X minus 3x is what? Minus 2x. Okay, same thing, you got minus 2x. Now minus 2x and this is minus 1. Carry over I have to do. You're getting it? Now same thing again. That is my first term of the dividend, new dividend, that is minus 2x, and first term of the divisor, okay, x. So this x is cancelled at the denominator, this x is cancelled at the numerator. So the left part is minus 2. The minus 2 will go on the quotient part, and here minus 2 into x, you have to multiply quotient and the second term of the quotient and the divisor you have to multiply. So again the same step, that is minus 2 into x is minus 2x, and minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. Getting it? So this is minus 2x, this is plus on subtraction. So minus 2x plus 2x is 0. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. Okay, so you are left with 1. See, this 1 is the remainder. This one is the remainder, because you cannot proceed further because of the reason I told you. Since the degree of this one is less than the degree of the divisor. Okay, this is the divisor. This is the divisor. This is the dividend. This is the quotient. Okay, quotient. So this way you are going to get, you have to do the calculations fast. I explained all the steps one by one. What are the steps I explained to you, okay, so that you can understand what we are doing in this process. But while solving questions every time I will not write these things. Okay, I will directly write yes. With your brain only you have to do that. Yes, this is, we have to multiply this thing with this divisor part, so that I can eliminate the first term. Okay, so again you are seeing, I can write what? This 3x square plus x minus 1. I can write it as what? X plus 1 into 3x minus 2 and plus 1, or not? This thing I can write it or not? If you multiply this thing, you will get, because this is the divisor, this is the quotient, this is the remainder, this is the dividend. I have already told you in the first slide, this is dividend equals to what? Dividend equals to divisor into quotient, divisor into quotient plus remainder, You got it? What is this dividend? Dividend is what? Dividend is nothing but what? Divisor by quotient, divisor into quotient plus remainder is the dividend. In mathematical terms, if I write, see, in mathematical terms we are taking what? We are taking two polynomials. Let me tell, I have taken px and gx. So let us take two polynomials, px and gx are two polynomials. Okay, where the degree of px is greater than degree of gx. That is required in degree of polynomials. The dividend should be of higher degree, should be higher or equals to the degree of the what? Divisor. Getting it? So this is the condition. Px and gx are two polynomials such that degree of px is greater than gx and gx is not equals to 0. So we can find what? According to this is the dividend. We know the divisor. So okay, when we divide these dividend and the divisor, we are bound to get a quotient and a remainder. Okay, so naming the quotient as what? We are naming the quotient as qx, the remainder as rx. Okay, so in this formula, if I put px equals to, px is the dividend, gx is the divisor, okay, qx is the quotient and rx is the remainder. In this formula only I am putting in mathematical terms. I am writing dividend is px, divisor is gx, quotient is qx, rx is remainder. In this mathematical formula, px is a dividend polynomial, gx is the divisor polynomial, qx is the quotient polynomial and rx is the remainder polynomial. Okay, and one condition of rx is what? Rx condition is rx has to be either 0 or the polynomial's degree of rx should be less than the degree of divisor. Degree of remainder should be less than the degree of divisor. That I have already told you. Either the remainder should be 0 or the polynomial's degree should be less than the degree of the divisor. Okay, so we say that px, and when px is divided by gx, we get qx as the quotient and rx as the remainder. When px divided by gx, we get what? We get qx as the quotient and rx as the remainder. Okay. So now I want you to do one thing. In the previous classes, I have told you how to find the value of a polynomial at a particular number. I want you to find the value of px. Our px is what? Px is 3x square. Okay, px is 3x square plus x minus 1. So you find the value of that polynomial at minus 1. What will be? Instead of x, you put, I have to write x equals to minus 1. Instead of x, you put minus 1 everywhere. So this is 3x into x square. X square means minus 1 square. Plus x means plus minus 1. This is minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 square is 3. This is plus into minus 1 is minus 1. And this is minus 1 as it is. So this is 3 minus 2. This gives 1. See, this is 1. The remainder is also 1. When I divided p of x, that is 3x square plus x minus 1. Okay, that 3, when I did px, okay, px by gx when I did, the remainder is also 1. Okay, what is this 1 actually? What is this 1? X equals to minus 1 means what? In the last class I have already told you, this x equals to minus 1 can be written as what? X plus 1 equals to 0. This is the equation of the divisor. X plus 1 is the divisor. Okay. If I make the divisor equals to 0 and find the value of x, that gives us the 0 of the divisor. 0 of the divisor. Okay. So minus 1 is the 0 of the, minus 1 is the 0 of the what? Minus 1 is the 0 of the divisor. And we are seeing that the value of the polynomial, the value of the dividend at the 0 of the divisor, the value of the dividend, the value of the dividend at the 0 of the divisor, 0 of the divisor, okay, is the same as the remainder. Okay, we getting it? No, the value of the polynomial, that is the dividend, at the 0 of the divisor is coming 1. The remainder value is also coming 1. So we have got a relation actually is for linear polynomials in divisor, the divisor has to be linear only. Okay, that you remember. For linear polynomials in divisor, the remainder obtained on dividing a polynomial by a divisor. Okay, the remainder obtained, simple division that you are doing, px by gx, that the remainder that you got, okay, can also be calculated from the value of the polynomial. Okay, that polynomial is what? Dividend. From the value of the polynomial at 0 of the divisor. Means at the 0 of the divisor, at that value, if I find the value of the polynomial, what is the value of that value of the polynomial at that point? Okay, the number you are going to get is same as the division that you did between that divisor and the dividend. You are getting it? The remainder that you got. So for linear polynomials, the remainder obtained on dividing a polynomial by the divisor. For linear polynomials in divisor, the remainder obtained by on dividing a polynomial by divisor, px by gx, the remainder that you got, the remainder, okay, is equals to 0 of gx is a, suppose, so is equals to p of a. Getting it? Px by gx you got a remainder, and 0 of gx is what? A. So that is remainder is also equals to what? P by a, p of a, that is the value of polynomial, that is value of dividend at point A. You are getting it? So that is, this line is actually the remainders theorem. I will come to remainders theorem and you will see how this is equal. Okay, how this thing is actually the remainders theorem. Okay, when I tell about remainders theorem, you will understand what I am talking about. Okay, now I will solve this question. Question is 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Okay, so see, we have to remove the first term. You have to cancel out the first term. So you need 3x to the power 4. You only have x. So what you need? You need 3x cube. How we are getting 3x cube? I am writing it for the first terms. Okay, 3x to the power 4 by x. Okay, this x is cancelled. Here on power is cancelled. This is 3. So this gives 3x cube. This 3x cube we are going to write it in the quotient. Then we are going to multiply it. So directly remember, no, in the divisor you have x. Something in the quotient you have to multiply so that you will get 3x cube. 3x to the power 4. How you are going to get? If you multiply 3x cube into x only, you are going to get 3x to the power 4. No. So directly you write. You don't do divisions every time here. This 3x to the power 4. And this is minus 1 into 3x to the power 3 is, we are going to write it as like this. Oh, this is minus, this is plus, we are going to write. Okay. So 4x cube. So this is minus, this is plus. 3x to the power 4 minus 3x to the power 4 is 0. A minus 4x cube minus 3 plus 3x cube. This gives us minus x cube you are getting. Okay. Minus x cube you are getting. And this is minus 3x you are getting. 1 carry over minus 3x you are doing. Okay. Now x is there. You need minus x square. You need to cancel out this x cube minus the x cube. You need minus x square. So that if you multiply minus x square with x, you are getting what? Minus x cube. Okay. Then minus x cube minus 1 is plus x square. Okay. So you subtract this plus, this is minus. So this is minus x cube plus x cube is 0. Minus 3x and minus x square. So this gives us minus x square minus 3x. Getting it? This is x square minus x square minus 3x. How this minus x cube you came again? I am telling you. This is C. The dividend is x cube minus x cube by first term of the divisor. First term of the dividend, the first term of the divisor. This is gone. The one power here is gone. So this is minus x square. So in the quotient you write minus x square. You multiply it with the divisor. Getting this minus x cube plus x square. We are getting. Okay. Same thing. Now the quotient is this. So you write first term of the quotient minus x square. First term of the divisor x. Okay. So this x is cancelled. One power is gone. So this is minus x. Okay. This is minus x. So minus x into minus x is minus x square. Okay. And minus x into minus 1 is plus x. Understood? You subtract. This will become plus. This will become minus. So minus x square plus x square is 0. Minus 3x minus x is minus 4x. Okay. This 1 is left. Minus 1 is left. So I bring that minus 1 as carryover. Minus 4x minus 1. See, this minus 1 has never come. So minus 1 is remaining. So minus 1 has carryover. Then again you do first term of the divisor. Dividend is minus 4x. First term of the divisor is x. So this x cancelled. We are left with only minus 4. Okay, we are left with only minus 4. So this one is minus 4. Minus 4 into x is minus 4x. And minus 4 into minus 1 is plus 4. So we subtract. Minus will become plus. Plus will become minus. Minus 4x plus 4x is 0. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. Now you see minus, you got minus 5. And the degree of minus 5 is what? Degree of minus 5 is 0. Because here you can write it as 5x minus 5 to the power x to the power 0. You can write. Understood? So degree is what? Degree is 0 and less than degree of divisor. Here degree is what? Degree is 1. The degree is 0. Since you have got a degree less than, so you have to stop here. So we say that the remainder is 0. Quotient equals to what? 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 4. Okay, and dividend and divisor, so you know. I've already told you that you can check. You can check the remainder part. How you can check? See, the divisor is x minus 1. So 0 of x minus 1, we know it will become is what? Is 1. Because how you can do? X minus 1 equals to 0. So this gives x equals to 1. So at x equals to 1, we are getting the value of the divisor as 0. So this is 0 of x minus 1 is 1. 0 of x minus 1 is what? 1. Now the value of the dividend at 1 whether we are getting minus 5 or not, we have to check. See, dividend is 3 into 1 to the power 4 minus 4 into 1 to the power 3 minus 3 into 1 to the power 1 minus 1. Getting it? 3 into 1 to the power 4 is 3 minus 4 into 1 to the power 3 is 4 minus this is minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 and minus 1. Minus 3 cancelled. Minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. Yes, this statement is true. I am writing this statement as true. The value of the dividend at the 0 of the divisor is equals to the remainder we got from this division. Okay, division of the dividend and the divisor. You understood? Okay, so this is one method of checking. Actually, in the Hindi video, if you will see, no, I made a mistake in this division part. The remainder was getting minus 3. In the checking part, the divisor was coming minus 5. In my notes also, it was minus 5. I was not able to see where the mistakes were. Here, I didn't write one minus. I was taking it as plus, and the remainder came as minus 3. Understanding? So, this is a very good method to check whether your remainder is correct or not. And this is the remainder theorem itself. Okay. This is what? This is the remainder theorem itself. I will tell you after this, solving this question. Okay. So this is what it is said, find the remainder obtained on dividing this and this. Okay. So since we have not learnt remainder theorem, I will not do that small thing part. I will do it as I do it this long way. I will not find the remainder using this way. I will find the remainder using the method. Okay, long method. So I am writing it x plus 1, x3 plus 1. For only checking part I will do this. Okay. So x cube plus 1 is there. Again you do first term of the what? Dividend by first term of the quotient. Sorry, first term of the divisor. This x is at the denominator is gone, one power is gone at the numerator. This is x square. So you write x square at the quotient part. So x square into x is x cube and plus 1 into x square is x square. So subtracting x cube minus x cube is 0. This becomes minus 1 minus x square. So this becomes x minus x square plus 1. Okay. Now again x square is there, minus x square is there, first term of the dividend and first term of the divisor is x. So I am writing this x is gone, one power at the x is gone, at the numerator is gone. So this is minus x. This minus x will be written at the quotient. So minus x into x is minus x square and minus x into plus 1 is minus x. Getting it? So subtracting this minus will become plus, this minus will become plus. So minus x square plus x square is 0 and this is x plus 1. Okay, getting x plus 1, x plus 1. Directly you can write a plus 1. This is x plus 1. The remainder is 0, or you can simply do it. See, first term is x of the dividend and the first term of the divisor is also x. So x is cancelled. The quotient in the term is 1. So you do 1. So x plus 1, you are getting x plus 1. On subtraction, you are getting 0 as the remainder. 0 as the remainder. Okay. Remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. Quotient is x square minus x plus 1. So how you can write this x cube plus 1 actually? X cube plus 1 can be written as x plus 1 into x square minus x plus 1. Okay. This thing x cube plus 1 can be written as x plus 1 into x square minus x plus 1. Since remainder is 0, earlier I told you what you can write. You can write that divisor is a factor of what? You can write divisor is a factor of dividend. Okay. Or you can write dividend is a multiple of dividend is a multiple of divisor. You can write. See, since here remainder is 0, I can write x plus 1 and x square minus x plus 1 are factors of x cube plus 1. Okay. Or we can say x cube plus 1 is a multiple of x plus 1 or. See, here I have written and, here or, because both of them you can write x plus 1 is a multiple of, means x cube plus 1 is a multiple of x plus 1, or you can say this. Okay, or it is a multiple of both. Okay, so minus plus 1. Understanding? The same thing. Divisor is a factor of dividend, and this is a dividend is a multiple of the divisor. Understanding? And you can again check also. There is no space actually. See, x plus 1 is the divisor. So 0 is what? 0 is minus 1. I'm writing it here because there is no space. Okay, 0 is minus 1. So I'm writing of p of minus 1. I'm taking this as px. Okay, p of minus if I do, this is minus 1's whole cube plus 1. Minus 1 is whole cube is minus 1 plus 1 is what? 0. So p of minus 1 equals to 0 is same as what? Is same as the remainder. Well, so your division is correct. Okay, this is a check you can do. Directly you could have found within 2 lines, 3 lines that this is the remainder. Okay, to make you understand about the division process only, I took the long method and did the other method of finding the 0 of the divisor and then putting in the value of the polynomial also, to make you understand that both are correct. Okay, so now remainder theorem. Everything I have taught you, I have not told anything about remainder theorem till now. So what is remainder theorem? Okay, see, let px, remainder theorem, let px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equals to 1, and let a be any real number. Okay, px be any polynomial of degree greater than what? Px is a polynomial, okay, is a polynomial. Degree of px greater than equals to 1. A is any real number. Okay, it is saying that if px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is pa. Okay, one simple thing I am telling you, a is the 0 of the polynomial, a is the 0 of the polynomial x minus a, or not? A is the 0 of the polynomial x minus a. You do x minus a equals to 0, so x equals to what? A. So a is the 0 of the polynomial x minus a. It is saying that if px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder is what? Remainder is the value of the polynomial at the 0 of the divisor. 0 of the divisor, that is the polynomial x minus a. Same thing only I told you, no? Same thing. When you divide two polynomials and the divisor is a linear polynomial, if you are, means the remainder can be calculated using what? The value of the dividend, the value of the polynomial. See, it is saying the same thing. This px is what? Px is the dividend. Px is a polynomial, or you can say this is the dividend. Okay, x minus a is what? X minus a is the divisor. Okay, so it is saying that px is divided by the polynomial x minus a, that is the divider. Dividend is divided by the divisor, and we know that a is the 0 of the divisor. A is the 0 of the divisor. It is saying that the remainder is what? Value of the dividend at the 0 of the divisor. Value of the dividend at the 0 of the divisor. Same thing I have told you. I have solved 2 questions about it also, and using a check also I have told you about how to do it also. Understand? So remainder theorem is nothing but what I have told you earlier. Okay, the same thing I have told you 3 times, 4 times also. So I will not waste much time. I will directly prove it. Okay, so I am telling you, let px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equals to 1. Okay, let px be any, we are taking a polynomial of degree greater than or equals to 1. Okay, now what we do, divide px. I am divide px by x minus a. Okay, divide px by x minus a, you will get a quotient, guarantee we get a quotient qx, okay, and a remainder what? You get a quotient, let me remove this, you get a quotient qx and a remainder rx. Anytime you divide two polynomials, you are bound to get what? You are bound to get one quotient, you are bound to get one remainder. And using this formula, I have already told you, dividend is what? Dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So instead of this, the mathematical form I have already wrote you. Dividend is px, divisor is x minus a, quotient is qx, remainder is plus rx. You are getting it? This is the equation that we are getting. Px equals to x minus a q into qx plus rx. We are going to get. Okay. Now x minus a degree is what? Degree of x minus a equals to 1. Degree of x minus a, degree of x minus a, degree of x minus a is 1, and we know degree of remainder should be less than degree of divisor. This is a fact. Degree of remainder should be less than degree of divisor. Okay, so degree of remainder is what? Since degree of divisor is 1, degree of remainder should be 0. There is nothing less than 0, no? Power cannot be negative. So the least is 0. So degree of the remainder is 0. If degree of the remainder is 0, okay, if degree of remainder is 0, okay, if degree of remainder is if degree of remainder is 0, that means Rx has no x terms, that is x to the power 0. Understood? So Rx is a constant. Rx is what? Rx is a constant. Rx is a constant. Are you getting it? See, degree of the divisor is 1, and degree of the remainder should be less than the degree of the divisor. Since it is 1, degree of the remainder should be 0. You got this part? Since it is 0 means, I've already talked about it in the first video also. If the degree of a polynomial is 0, that means it's a constant polynomial. And constant polynomial means what? X to the power 0 is polynomial, a constant polynomial, because they only have the number part. They do not have the variable part. Okay. So Rx is a constant. So Rx can be written as what? This equation, P of x equals to x minus a into qx plus rx. Now Rx means it is a function of x, no? It is a function of x. But P of x equals to what? We can write x minus a into qx plus r we can write. Since it is a constant, there is no x term only in it. Since it is a constant, I am going to write it as r. R means it is denoting the remainder. You are getting it? Okay. Now I am going to find here P of A. I am going to find P of A. I am going to find P of A is what? Instead of x, I am going to put A. So x minus a is a minus a q of x plus r. Getting it? So I am getting P of A equals to r directly. This term is 0. This term is 0. P of A equals to r, the remainder term, the constant part term. This thing only I said. P of A is what? The r is the remainder. P of A means this is dividends value at the 0 of the divisor, because divisor is what? X minus a. A is the 0 of the x minus a. So dividends value at the 0 of the divisor gives us the remainder. It is proved. That is the remainder theorem. This thing is the remainders theorem. Got it? Now we'll solve these two questions and we will end this chapter. Okay. It has told me to find the remainder of this polynomial. I am writing P of x equals to x to the power 4 plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1. Okay. And q of x equals to x minus 1. That is the divisor. This is the dividend. This is the divisor. Are you getting it? Divisor. 0 of x minus 1 equals to 1. The calculation part I am showing you, x minus 1 equals to 0, x equals to 1. So 1 is the 0 of x minus 1 of the polynomial. You are getting it? So if this is the 0, we know remainder equals to p of 1. The value of the dividend at the 0 of the divisor we know. So p of 1 we are going to find. X to the power 4 can be written as 1 to the power 4. X to the power 3 can be written as 1 to the power 3. Minus 2x square can be written as minus 2 into 1 to the power 2. Plus x can be written as plus 1. Plus 1 is another plus 1 is there. 1 to the power 4 is 1. Okay. 1 to the power 3 is 1. Minus 2 into 1 square is minus 2. Plus 1 plus 1. This gives what? Plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Plus 4. Plus 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay. So this is 2 is the remainder. 2 is the remainder according to remainder theorem. See, here I am only telling you the process. In exam, you have to write remainder theorem first. You have to justify your actions. In CBSE exams, you have to justify whatever steps you are doing. Understood? You have to write the definition of remainder theorem. For this, we are assuming that this equation is px, this equation is qx. Then you have to find the 0 of the polynomial. From 0 of the polynomial, you have to find the value of the dividend at the 0 of the divisor. You are understanding? So each step you have to make the invigilator understand why you are doing that step. In CBSE, in ICSE it is not that much required, but in CBSE it is required. You got my point? Okay. So now it is said that check whether the polynomial is a multiple of 2 to the power 1. See, factor or multiple only possible if remainder is 0. Okay, if remainder is 0. Factor or multiple only possible if what? Remainder becomes 0. So we have to check whether the remainder is 0. Okay. So for that, what? I have to find the remainder of the divisor first. Sorry, 0 of the divisor first. So 0 of divisor 2t plus 1. That is what? Minus 1 by 2. And directly why I wrote minus 1 by 2, that thing also it is there in the video part. Okay. For a linear polynomial ax plus b, okay, only one 0 is there of the form minus b by a. Okay, this thing I have taught it in the previous lectures of polynomials. The link will be in the description below. You please check it if you don't know how I wrote this thing. Understood? So if there is a linear polynomial of the general form ax plus b, there will only be a single 0 and its form will be minus b by a. You got it? So 0 of the divisor 2t plus 1 is minus 1 by 2. Okay. So this is minus 1 by 2, or you can do 2t plus 1 equals to 0 also, this way also. So 2t equals to minus 1. So t equals to minus 1 by 2. Same thing. Understood? So we have to find the value of the dividend, that is qt. Q of minus 1 by 2 if you have found. If this is 0, if q of minus 1 by 2 is 0, then qt is a multiple of 2t plus 1. Understood? This statement is correct or not? So I will do q of minus 1 by 2. This is 4 into t cube is what? Minus 1 by 2 cube plus 4t square means 4 into minus 1 by 2 square, minus t means minus of minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Getting it? So this is 4 into minus 1 cube is minus 1, 2 cube is 8. Okay, plus 4 into minus 1 square is 1 by 2 is 2 square is 4. Okay, minus into minus of this is plus 1 by 2, this is minus 1. So this thing get cancelled. This is 2, this is 1, this is 1. So this becomes minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 minus 1. Everything got cancelled. This gives it as 0. So q of minus 1 by 2 is 0. So this statement is true. Understood? This statement is true that q of minus 1 by 2 is 0. Then q of t is a multiple of q of t is a multiple of 2t plus 1. This statement is true. Okay. So in this chapter I learnt about remainder theorem, and the next chapter is related to remainder theorem only, because that is factor theorem we will learn. Okay. So this is related to remainder theorem. So we will look into that in the next chapter. And see, I have changed some things in the delivery part, I'm writing less things now. Means I've made it to try to make it as a PPT. Okay, so I'm writing some of the things, the questions and everything, so that the time can be reduced and your time will be saved. And one more thing is that I'm not going to solve the exercises now in the video part. Okay, I'm going to solve the exercises in shorts. Every single bit of the question I am going to answer it in a short, and I will upload it in a playlist. Okay, so you should not watch all the exercises part. You should do it yourself after seeing the theory part. Okay, you do it yourself. Whenever you get a doubt, in any question or you cannot solve it, you look into the playlist part and get the answer of that. Understood? So you will not waste your time also, because if you watch my video, then again you will go and revise that thing, or you will do that thing twice. You are doing the same thing. Okay, so it's better you learn from the video. Okay, learn how to do things from the video. You try to do the exercise yourself. In the shorts part, the video will be there of the solutions of the exercises. Okay, if you get any doubt, you see the solutions part from there. Okay, and the videos will be uploaded 4 days a week. I'm telling you, 4 days a week, from Monday to Thursday. Every day the video will be uploaded in both Hindi and English. And the shorts part, it will either be Friday or it will be Saturday. Okay, Friday or Saturday I will upload the shorts part, and in those shorts part there will be the solutions of the exercises. Okay, so this is the 3 sections will be there. Those will not have exercises now of polynomials. I will do the solutions of those exercises in the shorts part on Saturday most probably, because the exercises 1 minute I have to do the recording and everything. So most probably it will be Saturday. Friday it's looking not possible, so most probably it will be Saturday. So 2 more subscribers that are not known to me. Okay, so new subscribers have joined, so I'm very grateful to them, because I'm just starting out, and you have subscribed, you have shown faith in me. So I hope you like the video, and if you have any queries or if you have any complaint also, you can write it in the description. Okay, at least I will try to improve myself. Don't think that I will feel bad, because I'm just starting out. This is new for me. This is, you will tell me how you like the video, means how you are perceiving the video. You only will tell me. Understand? So if you are liking the video, that is also good. If you are not liking, so you can comment it what part of the video you do not like, so that I can improve it in the next videos. Understand? So please comment, and if you like the video, you can like and subscribe also. Subscribe to the channel if you are watching. Okay, and till the next video, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you for watching.